Creole food, as it is called, is the most common food associated with the Caribbean. Saltfish, bake, provisions, and other items make up this cuisine, which, according to Alison Hennessy, owner of Veni Mange, is more the food that showcases the melting pot of global influences on islands of Trinidad and Tobago throughout the years. Right now I'm with Alison Hennessy, one of the owners here at Veni Mange. Thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, my pleasure. Yeah. It's beautiful here.
Thank you very much.
So, where did the name come from?
Veni Mange is French patois. You know that the French came and settled in Trinidad and Tobago many, many years ago. And the slaves would be working for them, and they would hear their masters and they would imitate. So they started to speak a mixture of African, English, and French. In Trinidad we call it French patois. I asked one of our television hosts, Holly Bertoldi, to help me name my restaurant. And he said, well, what's going to happen then? I said, Holly, it's a restaurant. People are going to come and eat. And he went, Veni Mange. And I went, oh, okay, that's it. That's where the name came from.
So in terms of the menu, a lot of people associate Creole food with, or Caribbean food, like street food, very grab and go and casual. And then this seems to be a much more like sit down, read a menu, you have a wine list, so like a little upgrades on that. So can you explain a little bit about that?
Well, you know, without boasting, I think Veni Mange we're now 30 years old. We're one of the first restaurants in Trinidad to really have the courage to take Caribbean food and put it into a restaurant setting. Because the majority of people go to the Chinese restaurants, the Indian restaurants, now the Italian restaurants, even French restaurants, and the Japanese now, the sushi. I always felt that we had an excellent product in terms of the food of the Caribbean, but it was to get people to accept that you could go out and pay for it in a restaurant setting and not just have it at home.
And not have it wrapped up in paper. And,
yeah. But I mean, I didn't have enough money to do it into fine dining anyway, you know, with all the waiters standing up at attention and the napkins. And I wanted Veni Mange, and Roses wanted Veni Mange to be a home away from home. So we have tried, and I think we have succeeded, in creating excellent service, but in a very relaxed atmosphere. Therefore, I wouldn't put it in the fine dining category, but I just put it in a brilliant restaurant.
Oh, brilliant restaurant. So, got some water, and I'm getting my appetizer now. This is the sweet potato and cheese with a cucumber raita, which is actually like a yogurt and cucumber sauce. So, I'm interested to get into these. They seem to be little fried balls, and I take a little sauce on there. They're nice and creamy. They taste like really good little fried balls of cheese. So if you love cheese, this is a good one for you. As well as the sweet potato keeps it all creamy and intact with just a little crunch. Now, the cucumber that goes on top, though it's got a lot of cucumber, lime is really coming through. So there's a lot of lime in this as well. But it brightens up the cheese. Brightens these up. So my main dish has gotten here, and the rains have certainly come. It's gotten a little darker, and they've turned the lights up a bit. So what I have here is what Alison was explaining about the dining style being more of a homey family style. All your side dishes are out here, and you're able to serve yourself what you would like. So I have the stewed pork with Mange, which is eggplant. You can see the eggplant and the pork all in this really good juice. And then here are my side dishes. I have red beans, I have some buttered, sauteed vegetables, I have split peas and rice, and I have my provisions, and then I have the fried plantains, which Alison said she really liked, so I'm going to try them as well. So I have my whole dish set up here, and all those pork juices that are stewed together start to seep into the other foods. The vegetables are not overcooked. They still have a little bit of a toothsome bite to them. So now that I'm here with my finished dish and all my side dishes, I have to compare it to the other Creole food I've had. And really, it feels more like I'm eating Creole food at home.